City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A little juke, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
1st down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
Here we go. Check. All right, 80. Nice hot. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Henry here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Etienne on the toss right. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. That pick is... Ninth on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points at the end.
Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Joe Mixon. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Back to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got a man here. It's Bryant. Touchdown, Bengals. Harrison Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Here's Lawrence. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Bengals 9. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to look downfield for Henry, and that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Jaguars 43, Bengals 9. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not... what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Bengals grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Complete. It's Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And Shark calls it in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us?
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 71, Bengals 15.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the delay, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon fights loose. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A draw play for Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Mixon with a first down carry. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
Good, strong, explosive. Means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down. Here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together. And
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
11 mighty.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
182 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Don't be scared of it.
Hey, switch gears.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 44, Mike, 44. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mixon with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.